What's good, YouTube? I am back with another reaction video, and we got why Magic Johnson hated Larry Bird but not Michael Jordan. This is crazy. I'm guessing because, for me, I think that because Larry Bird was kicking his ass, even though Magic Johnson did beat him, win the chip, but nah, Larry's giving him that work. He said he was afraid of Larry anyway, so I think that's why. But anyway, let's get straight into it. I hit the wrong button. Let's get straight into it.
From the intense rivalry between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird to him and Michael Jordan bonding over the 1992 Olympics, here's why Magic Johnson hated Larry Bird, but not MJ. These two basketball legends took the game to a whole new level. It all started back in 1979 when Johnson and Bird crossed paths in an epic NCAA title game. Little did they know, this encounter would spark a rivalry that would go down in history and forever link their names. Bird was representing the Boston Celtics, and Johnson was rocking the purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers. Their teams also had some unfinished business from the 1960s, and man, did they bring the heat. What made it even more exciting was that it wasn't just a team rivalry anymore. It became Bird versus Magic, two basketball titans going head-to-head on the court. The Celtics versus the Lakers became the battleground of these two iconic players, and their rivalry kept fans on the edge of their seats for a whopping 13 years in the NBA. Can you believe that? 13 years of epic matchups, jaw-dropping plays, and fierce competition. 1979 was an especially important year for Johnson. It was the year his team clashed with Bird's Indiana State in an epic championship game. Johnson's team won, resulting in what could only be described as a basketball revolution. The stars aligned, and Magic Johnson was snagged as the #1 pick by the Los Angeles Lakers, while Bird joined the league after signing the richest rookie deal ever seen in the NBA. The Boston Celtics had drafted Bird the previous year, but he decided to play out his senior year before making his NBA debut. Throughout the 80s, it seemed like either the Celtics or the Lakers were in the NBA Finals every single year. They clashed in the championship round 3 times during that era. Magic and his Lakers claimed victory in '85 and '87, while Boston reigned supreme in '84. Let me tell you, those games are classics. Basketball just isn't played like that anymore. The NBA itself couldn't resist the excitement either, so they scheduled these two powerhouses to face off in multiple preseason meetings, and it was must-see basketball at its peak. But here's the cool part. Magic and Bird didn't just transform the court, they transformed the entire NBA landscape. They brought a level of excitement and intensity that had never been seen before, and it captivated audiences worldwide. TV deals exploded, and suddenly, the NBA became a global phenomenon. Magic Johnson recently made an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show and took a trip down memory lane. He talked about his rivalry against Larry, also confessing how he had no idea about their immense impact on the NBA. Magic openly admitted that in the beginning, he and Bird hated each other's guts. Can you blame them? They found themselves on opposing teams, Bird with the Celtics and Magic with the Lakers. And let's not forget the Celtics had been whooping the Lakers behind 7 times in a row. But here's the thing, their rivalry didn't just sprout from the basketball court, they played during a time of intense racial divide and prejudice in America. I'm talking about the late 70s and early 80s, a time when racial tensions were running high. Magic was an African-American player from Michigan State, and Bird was a white player from Indiana State. It's no wonder their paths clashed with such intensity. Let's be clear, it's not like they hated each other because of their races, but there were certain societal pressures. There were expectations placed upon them since they were representing their communities, and these things didn't help in mending their relationship on the court. It wasn't until later, after they had played their hearts out, that they realized just how special their matchup in the '79 NCAA title game was. That game still holds the title as the most watched game in college basketball history, and their fierce rivalry quickly turned into something else entirely. In an interview with Sports Illustrated back in 1991, Magic said that they would exchange nothing more than intense glares on the court, refusing to even shake each other's hands. But as time went on, they began talking during the games and had playful banter. During this time, Magic had plenty of other people he was beefing with. His clash with Isaiah Thomas made headlines back in the day. I mean, he almost hated him as much as Bird. But before that, Magic even considered Isaiah his best friend during the early years of their careers. As Isaiah blossomed
they kissing each other? I don't know about that one now.
into a championship-winning player with the Detroit Pistons, tensions started to simmer. It wasn't just about the Pistons taking down Magic's beloved Lakers in the 1989 NBA Finals. The real drama unfolded when Isaiah made a comment that caused an absolute firestorm. He was talking to his teammate, Dennis Rodman, and he let it slip that Bird would be just another good player if he were black. He quickly realized he had stirred up a hornet's nest and tried to do some damage control. He held a press conference with Bird to walk back on those controversial comments. But the damage was done. People believe that this remark was one of the reasons why Isaiah messed things up with Magic. He was also left out of the legendary Dream Team for the 1992 Olympics because of it, and missed out on the opportunity to join the star-studded squad. But the biggest shock came when Magic
They didn't need him anyway. They didn't need him.
was diagnosed with HIV. And you'd think that in times like these, friends would rally together, right? Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the case between him and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah refused
Isaiah, here we go again. Here we go. Here we go again, y'all.
to play with him and even spread rumors about him being gay. Can you believe it? That led to Magic hating him for years. Man, this guy can really hold a grudge. But when it's time to forgive, Magic has always been the first to apologize. He made up with Isaiah, and the two broke down crying in each other's arms after all the years they spent fighting.
It's all good, baby.
But you know what's even funnier? How the tides truly turned when Magic shot a commercial with Larry Bird. Yes, you heard that right. Magic recalled the magic moment when they teamed up for a Converse commercial in 1985. Suddenly, something clicked. That simple act of working together broke down the wall of hate between them and opened the door to friendship. The commercial shoot took place at Bird's house in French Lick.
I don't think they never hated each other, right? I think they never hated each other. They just always competed and was always challenging each other. I think that's another mistake, unless I could be wrong.
Indiana, and was the turning point where they realized that they weren't so different after all. And their friendship has been going strong since, like when Magic received the devastating diagnosis of HIV. One of the first people he reached out to was none other than Larry Bird, and their bond continued to shine throughout their careers. When the Lakers retired Magic's jersey in 1992, guess who was there as a special guest? Yep, it was Larry Bird, showing his support and celebrating their shared journey. And when Boston retired Bird's jersey the following year, Magic returned the favor. He even rocked a Boston shirt underneath his Lakers warm-ups. That's a true bestie right there. Now rewind to the late 80s. Bird, Magic, and another legend, Michael Jordan, were becoming the faces of the league. But Magic said he never hated Jordan the way he hated Larry Bird. He explained that his relationship with Bird was forged in college, and the countless times they clashed on the court. That's where the hatred stemmed from. But with Jordan, it was a different story. They only faced each other once in the '91 finals when Jordan's Bulls triumphed over the Lakers. So Magic never really had a chance to develop that burning hatred for Jordan as he did for Bird. Back in 1984, when MJ was just starting his basketball journey, he and Magic weren't exactly best buddies. Rumor has it that Johnson and players like Isaiah Thomas and George Gervin decided to give Jordan the cold shoulder at the 1985 All-Star Game. The Chicago Bulls had a hunch that there was some jealousy brewing on Magic's end. Despite his lovable personality, Johnson found it hard to warm up to MJ. The reason? Well, in Jordan's own words, people believed that Magic Johnson should have been Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. Magic had it all: the $1 million smile, the marketability, and those championship rings. But he just never got the same fame as Jordan. But fast forward to 1992, and both of them were part of the legendary Dream Team for the Olympics. This was a game changer. As they prepared for the international stage, something magical happened. The duo bonded, broke down barriers, and formed a solid friendship. From that point forward, Jordan and Johnson were tighter than ever. They discovered common ground and realized that they were more alike than they had once thought. So, from Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan bonding over the 1992 Olympics to the intense rivalry between him and Larry Bird, here's why Magic Johnson hated Larry, but not MJ.
All right, that wraps it up there. But yeah, I think when it came to, like, I don't know, but then again, we're not in their heads, so we're not actually there knowing how they actually really felt. But I didn't think they never hated each other. I just think they always really competed, like always just competition with each other. I don't know, but everybody around the world looks at things different. I don't care, but I just thought that was maybe a mistake. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong though. But yeah, that was funny. Isaiah. Oh man, be finding these videos, and sometimes I don't know, these narrators just be so wrong sometimes. But yeah, that was a good video though, man. I just learned something, you know. I know they always had that rivalry and everything and things like that, so I thought that was this was a pretty cool video. It's a pretty cool video. It was a good one. But yeah, man, on to the next video. Got an interview coming after this, so definitely look out for that. That's another Bob the Bell interview with Larry Bird and a few other people, so definitely look out for that. I know a lot of people been hitting me up for that interview, so I know that's definitely coming. Excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely coming next. But yeah, that's about it, man. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Turn on that bell, man. I'm uploading every single day, and I'm on to the next video. I love y'all. Peace.